From the Magna Carta and the creation of the jury system, Great Britain's legal system has its courthouses today infected by Sharia law. An attack took place in London where 3 transgender women stomped and beat up a man by the name of Al-Shabib, who apparently told them that I need a fanny to be a woman. The boy was 19 years old, and video of the event shows him lying on the ground and the transgender women curb stomping him repeatedly. They state that the attack was spurred by alcohol that they previously ingested and that they face transphobia every day. One of the transgenders drop-kicked the teenager, although that wasn't available on the video that I saw, inside the tube station with the subsequent assault filmed by laughing members of the public. Oh, what gracious people they are. They try to excuse themselves by stating that they face transphobia on a daily basis and that attacks, physical ones, on trans people have quadrupled in the last 5 years. A statistic that I highly, highly doubt. Of course, they were granted leniency by a judge who heard they faced offensive transphobic and abusive language from the teenager. The judge then states, had it not been for the victim in the case, there probably would have been no incident. If there had been no courthouse, Antifa would have had nothing to burn down. But the courthouse was there and it stood for white patriarchy, so what choice did they have? If someone hadn't told me that there were $100,000 worth of cut diamonds in my neighbor's house, I never would have broken the window and ransacked the place. If Donald Trump hadn't been in office, I never would have engaged in election fraud in Georgia. I swear. What this is straight up Sharia law. In Sharia law, who is the victim and who is the perpetrator in public terms matters a great deal. So I, as a practicing Muslim, would not really get into all that much trouble if I were to kill a Jewish woman, especially if I were compared to if I were to kill the imam of the local mosque. Who is the victim makes a huge, huge deal. Our system of blind justice is being completely lost to the intersectional politics, because I guarantee you, if there were 3 men that beat up one trans woman for whatever reason, maybe she mouthed, he, she, whatever, mouthed off to them, and they beat her up, as was the case here, they would have been in a whole heap of trouble. But based on the fact that the perpetrators were fairly high up on the intersectional scale, justice came down with a soft feather upon them. What these man/woman, again, whatever, committed was an assault of a very violent nature, and they should be held accountable. This is a court in Great Britain with an obviously activist judge who is unwittingly taking in Sharia law into his courtroom and taking the status of the victim and the aggressor into account. What about all those poor white girls in Britain that were systemically raped by grooming gangs of South Asian men, which of course is the polite term in Britain for Muslim? This was something that went on for years, and they were given cover because the police and the authorities did not want to appear to be politically correct, because they did not want to do their jobs and face social repercussions from the woke. What these are absolute travesties, and Western civilization will fall apart as Lady Justice removes her blindfold. Peace and blessings, everybody. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and thumb up the video, share it. Have a fantastic, fantastic day. Peace out.